Hey Pickering, I've added you to my list of market update videos by popular demand from clients, past clients for 2022. So we're going to chat about you today. Like my other videos, we're going to have a look at the most current month of data we have in the Toronto Real Estate Board, which is December 21. We'll compare that with what happened a year ago in December 2020. And then we're going to have a look at November 21 as well, just to give you a bit of contrast. So we're going to start with the numbers. So the N is new listings that came to market. There was 92. The sales through the month in December 2020 in Pickering across all home types was 115. And the active listings are essentially what didn't sell and carry over into the next month, and there was 40 of those. If we go to November 2021, we had 136 new listings come to market, 118 sales, and 49 active listings. December 21, new listings that came to market, 79, 92 sales through the month, and 22 active listings, which carried over into January. So again, you're about half here, right, on the active listings that carried over. If we're talking about the money, 901,000 was the average sale price across all home types in Pickering, and that was in December 2020. 1,166,000 in November 2021, and in December 21, 1,037,000. Now, before you put your head in a pillow and cry about it, I can assure you your property did not lose that much value. You have to take this number, the average sale price across all home types, with a grain of salt. Remember, it is across all home types, so it's inclusive of condos, semis, towns, links, detached, absolutely everything. And so we do see this number fluctuate. In most cases, if you look at most of my videos, you'll see the number does progress up every month, but you do see months where it does drop down and then it'll pick up again. And the reason for that is, especially in a place like Pickering, you have high-end properties, you have rural Pickering with big properties and farms, and then of course you have lots of condos. And so what ends up happening is, if in one month you have lots of bigger properties sell, multi-million-dollar farms, that sort of thing, it's going to bring this number up. And if you have other months where you sell more condos and townhouses and semis, it's going to bring this number back down. So again, always take that number with a grain of salt. Sales to new listings ratio tells us that out of the homes coming on the market each month, so the new listings, what is the percentage that are actually selling? And it's calculated looking at the sales divided by the new listings. So 125% of the homes that came on the market sold in December 2020. So head scratcher, right? How does that happen? How can 100% of homes come out and you sell more than that? Well, how that happens is, you can see it right here in the numbers, right? You had 115 sales, but only 92 new listings to satisfy those 115 sales. And so what happens is buyers are circling back to this active inventory that's been carrying over month to month to month. And believe me, they do exist. Now, we are seeing Durham region is one of those areas where there's not a lot of active inventory, but certainly a year ago, there was enough here for buyers to pick off. In November 21, 86.8% of the homes that came on the market sold, and currently trending at 116%. So again, you can see it in the numbers. We had 92 sales and we had 79 new listings coming to market. Now, the other stat that I personally like is the months of inventory remaining, and it tells us that if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying or the current rate of consumption, how long would it take to completely deplete that inventory? And it's calculated by active listings divided by sales, right? So you're focused on this active listing number here. 0.3 months of inventory a year ago, 0.4 in November, currently trending at 0.2. So typically we see these opposing. As the absorption rate is going up, the inventory level is going down. And we will see that in markets where inventory levels are starting to climb, you'll see the absorption rate come down. So typically, if we're looking at the absorption rate, what's a buyer's market, what's a seller's market? So I'm going to back up a sec. Typically, anything under 50%, so 50% down to zero, would be considered a buyer's market. So there is more supply than there is demand. Between 50 and 60%, there is enough supply to meet the demand. We call that a balanced market. And then when you get over 60% to 100 and beyond, then what we're seeing is there's not enough supply to meet the demand. And that's been basically the entire year, last 12 months. Sale price to list price ratio, 104.5% of asking a year ago, 115% in November, currently trending at 118%. So homes in December selling at 18% over asking in Pickering. Days on market to get a home sold, 15 a year ago, 9 in November, currently trending at 9. So look, I know there is a lot of information out there. when it comes to the real estate market. I see my goal as your realtor is to educate you and empower you to make the best decision for yourself and for your family. So if you have any questions about the data that I've shared here, how it would pertain to your specific home type, or what is the best way if you're thinking about buying or selling in 2021, what is the best way, the best structure, the best timing, the best strategy to do that, I would encourage you to utilize me as a resource, and I would look forward to hearing from you at any point. And I'll see you next month.